Last week, I headed up to Sabre tuning up by Castle Coombe. You might have gone back and watched the video. I kept it a bit quiet. I didn't talk about what really happened to the car in that video. So stay tuned to this video and watch and let me tell you more about it. So look, we went up to Sabre tuning, okay? And we got a stage 1 tune on a car. All covered off now with insurance and stuff, so I'm all happy to go live online with that one. It is running 401 brake horsepower, okay, and 445 foot-pound of torque or whatever in them figures. I'll put the rolling road print up later on in the video. But yeah, we had a bit of a problem. So a bit of a catastrophe. So I thought it died. I thought I'd absolutely killed the car. So when driving home, okay, I drove for like an hour. I come up to Glass Tunnel or whatever. I give it a bit of a slow down, third gear pull, lovely, and then I had a bit of boop, boop, like that kind of thing. You can hear it, play the video back, okay? I heard it and I still upload it and nobody picked it up. Car drove again fine, 4th, 5th, 6th, through all the gears, it absolutely pulled like a train. 2-bar boost, loving my best life, okay? Thought I was the fastest person in South Wales. Came home, went out for tea later on, took the car, give her a pull to show Chelsea, and it done it. It went pop, pop. Like, I was like, oh, the car felt like it was missing. It wasn't missing on idle. It wasn't missing on drive. It just missed on third gear pull on full load. So yeah, I knew the car. I hadn't changed the plugs or anything on it. They're probably the ones I thought originally, which came in a car from Ford's. Cars were 72,000 miles. But no, that wasn't the problem. The problem was they weren't gapped, okay? You'll see later on in this video. So I've managed to wing in my mate here, Simon, who's come down and done me an absolutely solid. And we've stripped that down, taken the plugs out. We've had new plugs, okay? I think we had them from R&R on eBay. They were $39.99 delivered. They're a bit more from everywhere else. They are genuine plugs. They are NGK iridiums that landed, okay? So we have gapped them to a 0.65. The plugs in there were non-cool iridiums and they were on a 1.1 gap, same as the standard Ford plugs. It has made one hell of a difference. So stay tuned, watch this video. Watch Simon, my friend, who thinks an RS is not worthy of an RS badge and it's slow as a nail. Watch me change his mind. Watch the car going, watch a few pulls and watch us swap the plugs around on the car. Well, not me, I'm just observing on his time. Landed, didn't even have to get my hands dirty. Yeah, watch us doing that, getting our car out, giving it a bit of stick and stuff like that. And a little update on the Escort towards the end of the video. But hit like, hit sub and enable notifications and enjoy the journey. Thanks guys.
It's not really that bad. It wasn't worse than that. All done, I can gap them, just chuck them in.
1.1. Okay, so it's got NGK plugs in it, but we're going for a step cooler. And these are 1.1. They don't seem too bad. So yeah, I've drafted an old mate Simon in to do this for me because I'm, well, just being pure lazy. And when you've got good mates like this, they want to get involved because they love the Fords. So yeah, Simon's my old friend. I've known Simon for absolutely years, since we've been driving, and we've always played around with cars. And he's trying to tell me that his ST is faster than the RS. So we've got the Mark 3 and then we've got the Mark 4. Actually, not a bad car. Nice carbon, bit more modern. So yeah, the interiors are a bit different, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they're both a 4-door car. And both Larry colours. Nice Revo. What filter's in it? That's a Revo filter, yeah? Just like a panel filter. That's nice, I like that. Different air to tank as well, isn't it?
I think it is the same. Look, it's got cover on it, that's why I can't see it.
Right.
It's the same as yours.
I'm with you. I've also got a front mounted cooler. So is that a new pipe? Is that a standard pipe down there or is that AirTech pipes? And you can't see the cooler, can you? And then what's around Dream Science? Dream Science 390 something odd brake. He's having a right nervous, so that's coming off to get the other two out and he'll pull them off. So I just noticed though, look at it in chassis legs on mine, and then look at the Mark IV. It's almost like they're tubbed. Say I'm tubbed, like braced, do you know what I mean? Different. Plug number 2 is out. Looks alright. This car we only have 4 plugs, not like the old Focus on a 5-cylinder. It's 2.3 with 4 plugs. Here we are, we're on to the last one now. We've had to move some of the air intake. Okay, so that's the original plugs coming out, and they are in good condition, but they are running a standard gap. Whoops, let's focus in. We are going proper ghetto on the street. Yeah, that's a part number. Use the plugs, so we go in for iridium ones with a 1-step colder. You can see they're both running with standard gap, so this gap should be closed down to 0.65. They're currently running at 1.1. I'll clean these up and put them safe, put them back in the box. Always got spares then.
12 seconds later.
Right, so quickly we've got the plugs in now. I'm just going to see if there's any issues with them, and hopefully it's fixed that bit of a flat spot and that bit of a pop and bang. I'm getting a 3rd gear mid-range on hard pulls when the car warms up. Fingers crossed. The seats don't go up and down, remember? Yeah. Look out. They're like fucking 1100 quid for 2, I think, from Fords, or 1400 quid. But I'm used to it now, do you know what I mean? Well, Simon's never driven an RS. He's a ST boy, born and bred, all his life. ST this, ST that. So he's gonna have a go at this. What's your thoughts? He said to me, oh, these cars are slow, they're rubbish, my ST will drop that, blah blah blah. Oh, in stock form now, he changed it too. So yeah, like I said, we know that it's got the 401 brake horsepower map now in the AirTech cooler. Well, what's yours, 382 wheel drive, but apparently I lose all this brake horsepower through my transmission loss. But yeah, I told him we'd have a straight line race of a spot. Literally the car was flat. It felt fast, it felt 300 brake horsepower, but it didn't feel exciting, it felt boring, it felt like there was nothing good to it. And then yeah, well, it's just massively walking it up now. It gives it that kind of like you said, well, as you got when you go in as well, you don't get like a loss of power either for 4-wheel drive. It's good off a mark. It pulls really tight on the road. Like I said, give it a bit of any twist up there, feel free to open it up or whatever. It feels really planted.
Like it's running a lot more boost than fuel in now, is that?
Yeah, well, definitely. I've just I've just activated the stiff suspension, and you can see it's, that's bad, isn't it? It's like really, really bad. I'll turn it off. It's carnage, it is. Yeah, don't recommend that.
It's on this side of the focus which pressed.
No, it's that's back braking.
Yeah, system on it.
Well, the standard system's good enough on it for what it needs, do you mean? But I don't want it too loud. If I start up outside the house, it has a little bit of cold start in the overrun, and it goes then, I'll drive it out with like in standard mode, and then obviously I'll apply the map for kind of the sport.
Valve system on it.
Yeah, it opens, starts it up, and the valve opens and then it closes and you can hear it.
Put a system on it as well, so you
Okay, so let's actually test this car then, shall we? We'll test the spark plugs. working through each gear change, well, through the entire rev range. Let's give it a sample, shall we? Yeah, the first, second and third gear in a real nice pull, and plenty of response, no hesitation, no issues at all. So I am confident that problem has been fixed. As well as the other problem being, Simon is converted. He now agrees the RS is a good car. He might despite, but it's not worth being an RS in stock form. And I can agree with him because it is a very flat car. But maybe not so flat if you've never experienced a fast car. As soon as you open these cars up with a little bit of filtering here and there, the stock one is totally terrible. Bear with me a second. This car is just so much fun. But yeah, look, Simon's been on a channel before, but you wouldn't have known about it. We're going back 7 or 8 years ago, maybe longer. His Fiat Coupe 20 valve turbo was on there, which is running real big power with a big, massive lanky blower. Didn't really have a channel then, it's had a few bits of random content. Good video, go back and watch it. Filmed on a Canon DSLR. But yeah, we were doing some tunnel runs in it, like you can hear turbo spooling, and yeah. I'll put a clip up now, funny enough, so you can have a listen to that. Then the other one being is about 7 years ago, 6 years ago maybe, my Fiesta RS Turbo was against his 360 brake horsepower. I think it was Puma speed then. He had all the development stuff on it. We used his car for tuning and stuff. It was a fast car that was. If I left my Fiesta RS Turbo for dust, look, the boost wasn't fully open on it, and I had a slipping clutch back then before I put the power clutch on. But boy, did that thing destroy me. I'll put a clip up of that now as well, okay? That's pretty embarrassing, but yeah, because I'm like a kind of like an old school petrol head. I'm like, new cars are crap, but I'm converted myself. Also, I got something to show you. So these I've had for about 5 years, if not longer. The genuine Ford official DMB. Is it DMB? Yeah, they're the DMB graphics in black and grey. They're from my Fiesta RS Turbo. Close up, but yeah, take a look at this. Something with my focus is really getting on my nerves right now. So, is it time for modification already? Well, another one. So yeah, if you look closely, the O is missing out my Ford. So, what do we do now? They pretty much look the same size. Let's have a look. So yeah, they come with this little alcoholic wipe. Am I going to regret this? Nice and clean. Okay, so it's taken 2 or 3 attempts, but... Okay, so that's one small little mod done. I'm on a fence. Chelsea just pulled up outside and I said, do you like that? What's your thoughts? And she said, it looks cheap. Well, they're not cheap because those badges are like 25 quid, whatever, or 30 quid from DMB. Let's go back out and have another look now, and then I will flip you onto this and give you an update. Okay, so we are rocking the black, and do you know what? I think it looks quite stealthy. It does look pretty cool. So yeah, we are now rocking the stage 1 Sabre tune on it at 401 brake and 445 pound-foot of torque. This thing absolutely shifts. Yeah, and then this thing will be about 400 brake as well when it's done for the second time. However, as you know, we've had problems with it. Just put me safe. Yeah, we had problems with this. We built it, fully forged, everything. And it died in dyno. Go back to the last videos. But it wasn't a dyno or our build that killed it. It was a stuck injector. So I will be selling my old injectors. They've been serviced. So they're side feed 500s of a Subaru Impreza. Rare injectors, not cheap. They've been serviced and they are working. I just want new injectors now. So I'm going to go top feed and I'm going to custom fuel rail made. I'll show you some of those bits now. Custom turbo smart fuel pressure regulator, loads of quirky cool stuff. And then yeah, we'll get this done. The pistons are being made and they're being shipped over as we speak from Argentina. And yeah, so look, this is embarrassing. But currently this car is just being used as my shaving table. Yep, that's true, a shaving table. Here are some of the parts. Here's the fuel rail, the AN fittings, got the head there, we've got a new sandwich plate to make the adapters to do the injectors, got the 1,000 pound clutch, as well as we got the big T34 turbo. Yeah, T34 hybrid turbo. Yep, I've got to clean that up, want to paint that. I literally want to do more things than I've got time for. But yeah, look, there's parts everywhere, parts everywhere. That thing will get built very soon. Bit of bad news, okay? The car was supposed to be in Roll Hard. It was selected to be in like a really cool place in Roll Hard up in Bicester. It was a bit of a dream for me to do that. Landed to get accepted. And unfortunately, I've had to back out because it's the 3rd of August and it's just going to be too much of a rush with us now being off a road and not having an MOT, etc. And I want to not rush it. So yeah, we might go to Mallory Park to the RS show. If you're going to that, put in the comments because it'd be great to see you there. Ignore my wonky plate. But I'm now considering of putting one of them smoked badges on here. A lot of you might disagree, but it's got the carbon lip, do you know what I mean? It's got smoke lights in the back. I think that will work. What's your thoughts? Again, put it in the comments.